Could Velodrome's native token called VELO have a legendary bull run? Hypothetically, I think so. And even though nothing I say is financial advice, why is that? It's because $5, that's still my price target for VELO during this bull run. And I'm not changing that because keep in mind, I get it. It's not the best hypothetical upside, but still, it is around a 37x from here. So I still think it's not bad at the end of the day. But even besides that point, what could very well allow Velodrome, or should I say its native token, to reach great heights? I think it's going to come down to its amazing fundamentals, because here's the thing. Velodrome, some people like to complain, oh wow man, it's caca because it's another decentralized exchange. Well, this one's built different in my opinion, because you have to consider Velodrome, it's a decentralized exchange on optimism. Now, what is so amazing about optimism? Because some people, they think, okay, that sounds a little bit even more caca. Well, here's the thing. Optimism, something like it, right? Which is a layer 2 optimism, is that what this does is that it allows Ethereum to be enjoyed while at the same time not having to deal with a lot of the crazy nonsense that we're often accustomed to when it comes to Ethereum. What is that? I think there's two key things. First of all, sky-high gas fees, which is a complete issue, by the way. Not to mention as well, you take a look at arguably not even scalable. So when you take a look at Ethereum, for as massive as it is, it's far from perfect. Now, of course, everyone needs a little bit of assistance sometimes, in my opinion. A little help doesn't, hurt, I guess. So when it comes to Ethereum having these layer 2s, I think that's actually a very good thing for its future. And again, seeing Velodrome on Optimism, I like that. Now, some people may be thinking, okay, Velodrome, the name sounds kind of similar, and yes, maybe it does if you do believe in something called Aerodrome. Now, here's the crazy thing. When it comes to Velodrome, it's much smaller than Aerodrome as of right now. But then the crazy thing again is that Aerodrome is actually a fork of Velodrome. So the way I view it is that if I believe in Aerodrome, which is a decentralized exchange on Coinbase's layer 2 network called Base, why would I not believe in basically its twin, I guess, in a sense? That's the analogy I would have from it, or like a brother from another mother or something like that, aka something like Velodrome, right? If I, let's say, believe in like the future of Hedera, why would I not believe in the future of SaucerSwap, which is a decentralized exchange on Hedera? That's kind of the analogy that I would have. So the way to take a look at it is that Velodrome is a no-brainer pick for me. And the crazy thing again is that Velo, its native token, has a way lower market cap than Aero, which is the native token of Aerodrome. So if you think about it, this is very amazing. Not to mention as well, something that I actually forgot to mention is the fact that Coinbase's layer 2 network, again, the Base network, which Aerodrome is on, again, a fork of Velodrome, the Base network is actually a collaborative effort between Optimism and Coinbase. So, caralho, porra. This is all very amazing in my opinion. So that's why I really like this. And I really do like, these DeFi projects, right? AKA these decentralized finance projects, because I do believe in the future of DeFi. After all, according to Grandview Research, the decentralized finance market is predicted to be worth over $200 billion by 2030. So it's not that far away. Now I get it. Some people may be thinking, okay, that's not like the best upside out there, but this could very well be a conservative estimate, right? Sometimes, people do come up with conservative estimates. I'm not saying that this one is, but who knows? It could very well be that. And this is all pure speculation. Like no one has a magic crystal ball to tell the future. So it could very well be a lot bigger, or it could very well be a lot smaller. But again, I'm taking a look at the more positive side of things because I do believe that there's a lot of potential in DeFi. And not to mention, I think the crypto space is going to continue to grow. Not to mention, there's over 600 million crypto owners as we speak, more than ever before in history. I think it's only fair to assume that there's going to be more adoption in the future. And naturally, as blockchain adoption increases, attention for cryptos increases as well. I think it's only fair to assume that many of these DeFi projects, of course, and also the DeFi market could very well see a lot more attention and grow as well. So that's why I really like it, even though the market isn't like the best potential upside, I would say. Now, here's the thing as well. Some people may think that $5 is unrealistic because they say that the market cap would be too crazy. But I disagree with that, to be honest, because if it were to go to that price, again, $5, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $4.3 billion. This may seem like a lot if there wasn't any context, but let me give some context, because if you take a look at Uni, which is the native token of Uniswap, right? Uniswap, people often regard as like being the best decentralized exchange out there, but I disagree with that. But even beyond that point, Uni exceeded over $20 billion in market cap back in 2021. This time around, let's say VELO, right? It can't reach a market cap of around $4 billion. If Uni even back in 2021 reached over 20, I'm not saying that VELO is going to reach like even half of a Uni. I'm not saying it's going to reach like 70%, 80%, let alone even defeat it. I'm not saying that. At a time right now when things are a lot more bullish, again, VELO at a market cap that is way lower than Uni's all-time high market cap, I don't see why not. You know, it doesn't seem too insane in my opinion. If I said that VELO was going to go to like a $15 billion market cap, even with all the positive factors as of right now, I think that'd be crazy, you know, but still, you know, around a $4 billion market cap, that wouldn't seem too unrealistic in my opinion, especially when you consider just how amazing things are looking as of right now. Even Charles Hoskinson, the co-founder of Ethereum and also the founder of Cardano, he predicted that based off of a November 26 video, that in the next year to 2 years, he could very well see Bitcoin reaching anywhere between $250,000 to $500,000. Could you imagine that? If Bitcoin were to do that, let's say not even 500,000, because maybe let's say that's too optimistic, which I agree that is a little bit too optimistic. But let's say even the lower point, 250,000, could you imagine what happens to VELO then? I mean, at that point, $5 wouldn't seem insane at all. But really, it's just a waiting game because, again, it takes some time. It's not like it's going to happen like next week or something like that, or even next month. I'm taking a look at, you know, more so 2025. 2024, I think, has been a good year in terms of a good, somewhat recovery for many altcoins out there. Not for all, I'm not saying that, right? But again, generally speaking, for some of the good ones, it has been quite okay. But I think 2025 is going to be the time to shine, which is why I'm still staying patient when it comes to Velodrome. You know, I'm not giving up because some people out there, they like to tell me, oh yeah, don't believe in VELO, you know, it's caca, it's trash. Well, here's the thing. If I believe in Arrow, I'm going to believe in VELO as well. It's a no-brainer pick for me, man. If I like, you know, eating a Big Mac, I'll like eating the fries as well. So that's just the way I view it. Now, here's the thing. The way I take a look at it is that when it comes to Velodrome, I get it. It's not the most fancy project. It's not the coolest, not the most interesting, but I think there's sometimes beauty and simplicity. I get it. It's another decentralized exchange, but it's unique, right? It's on Optimism. And Optimism, you know, I think it's going to head in a promising direction because, of course, Ethereum, despite its caca drawbacks, I think it's still going to have a bright future. And I think as it does grow, especially right now with the Ethereum ETF, I think that creates a lot of positive sentiment. But even besides that, I think, again, as it does grow, I think Optimism is going to join that. And naturally, of course, a high tide raises all ships, as the old saying goes. So I think something like Velodrome is going to go along with the ride as well. It's only logical. When Solana popped off, guess what popped off as well? Jupiter, you know, a very famous DeFi project on Solana. Also on top of that, when you take a look at when it comes to something like, you know, even meme coins, right? Why did Dog with Hat, Book a Meme, why did they pop off? Because Solana popped off as well. So they joined the ride. So when it comes to Velodrome, I don't see why it would be any different, but it's just a waiting game. And I'm willing to stay patient because I've been waiting anyways, and I'm going to continue to wait anyways. So again, at the price of $5, that really wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I'm continuing to dollar cost average. So anytime an income, acquiring, holding, and just waiting because I do believe in its future and I can't wait. And at the price of $5 during this bull run, that right there wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.